All right. Good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back on this crazy Wednesday. I got a couple of funny stories I have to tell you. And I think I want to basically, like I said, unfortunately, catastrophes do make opportunities. But living in New York, I'll tell you, it's been one hell of a experience with the coronavirus. And now we have this whole riot thing going on. So anyway, I want to tell you what happened. Friday, not Friday. Well, when all the riots started kicking in, they were coming at the rumor had it they were coming to my town here on where I live in Long Island. I live in an area where there's a very big, very high-end shopping mall. They where Gucci and all those stores are there. The cops are there. They diffuse the situation. They put alerts on everyone around where I live, and unfortunately, I had to live with a shotgun. I had to sleep with a shotgun next to me. They were just literally everybody was, freaking out, and then the next day, I get a phone call. I get a bunch of text messages. Actually, I'm still getting messages right now. So a lot of my friends could say, "Hey, Fausto, where could I buy a shotgun, or what do you recommend, this and that?" And I gave my recommendation that, and then also I was thinking, I'm like, holy crap, the gun stocks. How did I not know about the gun stocks were going to take off? I'm like, this is exactly the same thing happened back in when we had 9/11 and all that. Look at Ruger. Okay. Ruger just went from $60 all the way up to 72. All right. So there you have, a clear example that, you have a catastrophe, and then stocks obviously benefit from it. So you had Ruger. Just wanted to bring that up. You have what else you have? You have SWBI. You look at all these charts, you could see it. Smith and Wesson went from like 10 to 16. That was a huge win. VSTO, big ammo company, that makes the ammo, 7 to 12. So it's pretty crazy. So anyway, what's even more funnier is that here in New York, they passed a bail reform. I don't know if you guys heard about it, know about it. So basically what that means is that all these, they said last night, the looting wasn't as bad as the night before. By the way, it's a war zone. It literally is disgusting. It's terrible. They destroyed everything. Everything. You pay for police presence, and they destroyed everything. So my point is this. Yesterday wasn't that bad. So maybe it's not going to be bad today. Well, now, the reason I bring up the bail reform is that they only hold them for 24 hours. All these people committed crimes and they arrested, they're going to be released because that's the new law they passed. There's no bail. So they hold them for 24 hours. So I think tonight could be another big night of rioting. So I would be concerned about watching these stocks because that could cause these things to really take off. And you heard it here first, because I'm telling you right now, with this whole bail reform and then saying, well, we don't need the National Guard and this and that, because they're not out. These criminals are not out yet. And by the way, they only arrested a fraction of them that they could have get a hold. They were just robbing left and right. So, I don't want to make this a political thing or whatever, but I'm just telling you, I'm just telling you that when you look at stocks like this and how they moved, this is one of the reasons why things move. You saw it, you saw what happened with the coronavirus, huge catastrophe. Okay. And you saw what happened to the stock market. You're having another huge catastrophe. You're having riots. So, people are like, how do you make money on a riot? Well, probably I would short some of these companies, because I tell you right now, a lot of them, I know some people that work at these places. They spoke to the companies. They're not opening up. A lot. I'll tell you, I think New York is going to have an issue for the next 10 years. A lot of these companies not going to be coming back. A lot of these stores and whatever. But that could be a short. And and with all the violence going on, the first place you go, gun stocks. So keep an eye on that. Gun stores on Long Island have lines. I know, Mike, they lines. So, that's what I'm saying. So listen, that's where the value is. You have to look at it as a entrepreneur, as a trader, that when you see things that happen, good or bad. I mean, listen, what was a good thing that actually really did happen this weekend? You had Tesla launch the first ship it, into private company into orbit. Stock did great. So what's going to follow along with it? You all know with trading space. Was that SPEC? Is that it? Yeah. No. What's the symbol? What's the other one that we had? I forgot the symbol of the one that we had. The one that what's his name? The Virgin America. Yeah, that's making that expensive. What? Yeah, SPEC. I spelled it wrong. That's what happened. Well, that one really didn't pick up too much, but the other one did. But Tesla did pretty well. But anyway, let's get back to trading. But I just want to kind of let you guys hear first because, I'm not here to kind of give you the news. You have the news. I'm telling you from firsthand, it is, whatever you're seeing on TV, you're not even seeing a fraction of it. I think they're embarrassed to even talk about it. But, how that can affect you in trading. Look at all these stocks that are moving because of it. All right. So anyway, let's go through it. So we got those stocks that are on the watch list. Did I say ABOC too? I think I had one other one I missed. AOBC. That's right. It changed its path. It changed it. That was the wrong one. So you have those. I want you guys to keep an eye on those. I'm gonna put them on my list. So you got those three stocks. By the way, if this bail reform actually is true and they all come out today, what is true, obviously, I think you see a big night of riots tonight, okay? Because all these robbers and thieves are going to go right back at it. And, our mayor doesn't want to bring the National Guard. So it's a free fall out there. So guns are hot right now. Gun stocks are hot. All right. So what else that we have going on? So when going down regarding about yesterday, for some of you missed what happened yesterday, we did have a couple of really good stocks that did move. NMDM. Just wanted, before I go through our watch list, so show what's going on. So this one we traded a couple of times. Let me just change the chart right here, and let me just kind of show you guys pretty big here on the screen so you guys could see it. There we go. What the hell's going on here? Yeah. So anyway, that stock had a really, really nice pop. You can see it ran from $2 all the way to $3.30. We did really well with this one right here. GNUS, which was pretty nasty. It kind of had these nasty shakes in it. The problem with this one was that it traded a lot of volume. You had to trade a lot of shares, and it was really slow, at certain points. But stock had a really nice push. Look, it went from $1.50. It's already at $4. It's pushing again. That's actually going back on the watch list again. GNUS. WRTC. Another stock that moved really nicely. We've been trading it 2 days. This one ran from 5 to 10. So remember, you want to be a good trader. You follow the trades. A day trade could turn into a swing trade. So just look at it in that way. PGEN also, that one just literally just popped. Great Fausto flags on that one. $2 stock, ran all the way to 460, and it was just moving. It started in the middle of the day. But it had one incredible push right into the close. Remember the rule that we train you. The rule is you hold into the close. So you get a couple of shakes here and there. But this thing, this kind of just took the cake yesterday when it came to trading. Now, going into trying to go to what's moving in the market today and what stocks are moving. There were a couple of good stocks that moving. The really nice one that we moved already in pre-market, which a lot of you guys already traded. Let me fix the time frame on this one. Is the MARA trade. I don't know what happened. Right at 8:30, Josh in the trading room. Boom. Guys, check out the stock really quick. Stock's moving. Hopefully everybody jumped in around 95 cents. Stock ran to $1.10. Great orders, a lot of volume. You could trade several thousand shares of the stock. You did pretty well, and you got in pretty well. That one was a really, really nice move. Huge, HUGE, another one, up 272% right now. Stock was at $18 stock. The stock got hammered, okay? Look where the stock was. It was a $3 stock. It's starting to push back up again. We found it early this morning and didn't really do too much right around 8 o'clock, but now you can notice it's starting to make a nice little pop. So there you go. That's a nice little mover right there. Keep an eye on that one. WISA, another one we found it up 46%. You look at the long-term chart right here. The stock was from 20, went down to 2. It got destroyed. It's one of the first days it's up. It's starting to be a gap fill, which is what we like. Great spread. You know, we have the phase 3 class that's going on. So all the gold and platinum students, you can be trading live with me. You know, that first hour and the last hour. It's one of the most exciting lessons and most important lessons that we train here at CyberTradingu University. We're going to be focusing heavily on these specific stocks. Also, I already got GNUS out there. QD's also moving pretty nicely this morning, up 15%, 600,000 shares. Look at these orders. Listen, some people think like we missed a rally on certain stocks. No, listen, there's always a second wave. You hear about the second wave of coronavirus? Well, there's a second wave of stocks that are out there, actually, and there's a third and there's a fourth wave, and things trickle into. So keep an eye on some of these stocks right here that are moving pretty well. What else we got? MARA. That one, I mean, that's one we called earlier. APPS also I got on my watch list. This one's up about 13%. Great volume, 200,000 shares. And I forgot to mention this one too from yesterday because it's spilling over in today. LTM. The stock is got pretty hammered. It had a really nice move yesterday, and now she's gapping up again. So there's another really nice, inexpensive stock. I called this one earlier yesterday. The problem I had with LTM yesterday, I got shaken out. I lost a couple of cents on it, and then ended up paying like a lot more for it. And obviously I trade several thousand shares of stock, and I did pretty well. And then, but it was just it moved really slow, and I didn't even, like I said, airlines group. I don't know what the hell this company is, on an airline company, I guess. But stock. What I didn't like about it yesterday, the volume was too light. So when you were in the room and we were trading, I called it out and I kind of said, listen, the stock's moving. Let me kind of show it to you. Maybe go back and let me show you what happened yesterday. There we go. So right here, 8 o'clock, you could see it started moving, and at $1.29, and then it had this little pop right here. And I'm like, but the volume was so low. I'm like, was that like 200,000, 250? And all of a sudden it got to like 500. And then all of a sudden this big order came in and it got to a million like that. And all of a sudden you can see already in pre-market we're at 2.4 million shares. And then it was just basically a hold all day. The stock ran all the way to $2. So it was another very nice, slow beginner trader right there. It was a nice little trade right there. So that one did pretty well. So that's our watch list, guys, that we got going on right now. Any stocks anybody else is looking at? Anybody else want to bring something up? We got all the gun stocks we're going to watch, and we have all these other big percentage gainers that we found also. What the hell is this? No caller ID. You can't even stop it. I'm getting solicited. All right, so we got what else we got? Oh, by the way, a lot of the cruise stocks are getting hammered, by the way. The cruise stocks are doing pretty getting hammered. HAL, you know what? It's going up nice and slow. Looks like a nice swing trade, decent volume. I'm just not I don't like when I look at a chart, Jesse, when it's very spotty like that. That kind of like, that's not really a good sign on a looking chart when you see that. But it's okay. It's going up nice and slow. Looks like more of like a swing trade. It was a gap fill. Stock took a little bit of a hit, but this one looks pretty good. I like this one. Tube from on YouTube is saying SAVA. Check that one. Well, that one we had on our watch list. You know what? I just kind of, I kind of got turned off a little bit about it. I'm going to put it back on my watch list. It went up, but it came down so much, Tube, and I was like, I don't know about it. But you know what? Maybe it looks like it built a little bit of support right here. I'm gonna put it on my watch list. So yes, thanks for sharing that one. Anything else? Hell's a gap fill. Yeah, I know that. Well, it's already filled, Jesse. That's the big thing. All right. So what do we got going on? All right. So with that said, everybody, before we go, don't forget, if you're watching us on YouTube and Facebook Live, just go right to our homepage or our website. Tomorrow, I am going to do an exclusive event on iceberg orders, how to beat market manipulation. It's one of the key things that we train here at CyberTradingu University. So if you want to learn more about what we do and how we do it, if you're watching us on any of these stations, just click on the bottom of this of our station, just register. And let me show you how to follow the money. That's basically comes out. This is what it's all about. And like I said, if you want to learn a little bit more about how we find these stocks and how we're trading, if you're stuck with coronavirus and you don't have no job and you want to learn how to make money, you want to take matters in your own hands, and you think it's too late, it's never too late. Remember one thing, I always tell everybody, the stock market is not going out of business. When you and I die, it's still going to be here. So there's no better time learning than now. And for everybody here in the cyber group room, if you are a gold and a platinum student, we're going to start the class at 9:35. We go for an hour. We're going to trade the first hour. And remember, it's not about making money in the room, okay? The training course to teach you how to stop losing it. Once you learn how to stop losing, then you'll learn how to start making. So we got to make sure when we go out there, you talk, you answer. We're going to have some questions. I'm going to get into good trades. I'm going to get into bad trades. And you're going to tell me how to get in and out of it live in the market. So always look forward to it. All right, guys. So good luck. Happy trading. Be safe. Hopefully, you don't have I hope I'm wrong about tonight with the riots around the the New York area. So if you live in New York, please be safe, everyone. Just lock yourself and just be careful. And a shame is that we're not even talking about the coronavirus now all of a sudden. So we'll see what happens. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and let's go make some money. All right. Bye-bye.